Hello boys and girls, it's Miss Preller here with your skills block lesson of the day. For today's lesson, you won't need many materials. Towards the end of the lesson, we are going to make some sight word flashcards. So you may want note cards, and you can use pencils or you can use markers since you want your flashcards to have big writing. If you don't have flashcards, which I don't even have flashcards at home, you can use paper and then you can cut them into flashcards, and I will show you how to do that later in the lesson. For today's lesson, our learning target is I can follow along in a shared text. And in this case, our shared text is a poem. Here is our poem song. Now let's read the poem line by line. We'll figure out the words used all the time. When we read together, we sound like one. Start with me to have a lot of fun. So our poem is called Looking for Cam. I'm going to use my cursor to go left to right as I read my story. Now, in this poem, there are rhyming words. So if I pause and you know the rhyming word, please shout it out. Okay, let's begin. Where is my best friend Cam? Does he know where I... Did you read am? Cam and am rhyme. They both end in am. He was playing with our friend Dan. They went to the park. They ran and... Did you say ran? Dan and ran end in an. But now they are not at the park. There is a storm coming and it's getting... Did you say dark? Park, dark, ends in arc. Where did they go? Where could they be? I hope they are also looking for B and me end in E. So I hope they are both looking for me. So you'll notice, and this is the pattern a lot of times in poems, that the word at the end is the words that rhyme. Get ready for our next learning target, okay, which is I can read mystery words quickly. Here's our mystery word song. Please sing it with me if you know it. Let's solve the mystery. Let's solve the mystery. Clue by clue. Clue by clue. The clues will tell you what to do to make the word become clear to you. We'll know the word. We'll figure it out. Clue by clue. Clue by clue. So boys and girls, we have 2 mystery words this week. Here are the clues for our first mystery word. So the first mystery word begins with the letter A. Let's see if Miss Preller can type it. So it has the letter A at the beginning, and it ends with the N sound. What letter says N? That's right, N. Let's see if we can sound this out. An. Our mystery word is an. Now, an is used in a sentence a lot like the way you would use the word a, like I have a popsicle. But when we use an, that's for words that come before vowels, like I see an elephant. The word elephant starts with a vowel, so instead of using a, we use an. Let's check out if an is a rule follower or a rule breaker. Does A say a? Yep, both of those letters are following the rules. That means that you can sound this word out, but because it's a sight word, we want to just recognize it in a snap. This word is an. Let's play missing letters. So I'm going to make a letter disappear. What's missing in an? N. Good job. What's missing in an now? A. Good. Let's spell an together. Ready? A. N spells an. Good. Now it's important to know an by itself, but to also be able to read it in a sentence. So here is our sentence, and it's very similar to the example I used earlier. There's a bunch of words we already know in this sentence. I see an. Now here, what could this word be looking at the picture? That's right, elephant. I see an elephant. Now, I had mentioned earlier that "an" is used instead of "a" when the next word that follows starts with a vowel. Before we move on to our next mystery word, I want to play a little game with you guys called Use An or A. So, like I said before, we use A when a consonant is what comes next. So, here's an example. I see a dog. Since dog starts with a consonant, we use the letter A. This sentence, we use "an" because a vowel comes next. Listen, I see an eagle. Eagle starts with the letter E. That's a vowel. So I used "an." Again, if it's a consonant that follows, we use A. If it's a vowel that follows, we use "an." Here's another example. I see cat. Now I need your help. Do we need to use A here or "an"? I see cat. Well, cat starts with the letter C. Is that a vowel or a consonant? It's a consonant. I see, it should be a cat because A comes before a consonant. Here's another example. I see octopus. Do we need A or "an"? Well, let's look at the word octopus. Is that a vowel or a consonant? It's a vowel. And when we have a vowel, we want to use "an", which is A-N. I see an octopus. Great job practicing that with me. It's something that as readers and writers, we're going to have to practice a lot to get really good at. Make sure you practice at home with your families. Our second mystery word has the vowel team EA in it, making the long E sound. Remember, long sounds say their name. So I'm going to write EA, but you got to remember that it's saying E. So we're going to say just one sound, E. And our second mystery word ends with the ch sound. And CH together says ch. So let's sound it out. We know that it's each. What word did you hear? Each. This word is each. Each is spelled E-A-C-H. Each. Now the E and the A, like I said before, they are two vowels being a team, working together to make the long E sound. So that's something that we have to memorize, that the E-A together is saying E. So it's a little bit of a rule breaker. And then the CH together is a rule follower. It's a digraph saying ch. So our word is each. Now I'm going to make a letter disappear, and I want you to tell me what's missing from the word each. What's missing? A. What's missing now? H. What's missing from each now? E. What's missing from each now? C. What's missing from each now? CH. Each. Now I'm going to make each disappear, and I need you to help me write it. Each is spelled E, say it with me, A, C, H. Each. Let's read each in a sentence. Ooh, there's all sight words we know in this sentence. It says, you can have one each. Read it with me. You can have one each. Great job reading our two new sight words, boys and girls. So boys and girls, thinking back on our learning target, which was I can read the mystery words quickly or I can read my sight words quickly. Think about how can we practice learning our mystery words so that we do read them quickly. What are some things you can do at home? Well, reading books in general helps us to practice sight words because we have to know them in a snap. Playing sight word games on our iPad or tablet or Chromebook. There's a lot of sight word games out there. And the other big one that we use a lot in school is making sight word flashcards. So today you're going to make a sight word flashcard with me for each of these words so that you can post them around your house to practice more. Remember earlier I said that you want to get a marker and some paper or some note cards for this. If you don't have them, you can pause the video now. Hey boys and girls, so I've got my paper here and I've got a marker. I like to make flashcards in marker because then the writing is really bold and easy to read from far away. And the first mystery we learned today was An, A-N, so I'm going to go ahead and write that nice and big on my paper. Nice and neat. I'm going slow. What was the word I just wrote? That's right, an. I see an elephant. So go ahead and write that for yourself. Pause my video if you need more time. And do you remember the second mystery word we learned? That was each. Now I want to give myself some space because I'm going to cut these to make it into a note card. So on the bottom half of my paper I'm going to write the word each in nice big neat letters. Each is spelled E-A-C-H. That is each. Okay, now again, pause this video if you need more time writing the words, but let me show you how I turn these into flashcards. So I'm gonna take my paper here and I'm just gonna cut it right down the middle. And there I go. I have An as a flashcard and I have each. And you can take some tape and tape these throughout your house. And just like how in school, when you walk into our room, you slap the password and you read it, you can do the same thing at home. So anytime you walk past your door that has the word each on it, you can read it. And that's going to help you learn these words in a snap. It's been a pleasure learning with you today, and I can't wait to learn with you again tomorrow.